By Virginia's 13 ABC.
You're watching Virginia's 13, your ABC station, and this is your weather now.
Outside right now, we've got 85 degrees in Lynchburg, 87 in Danville, 83 in Roanoke, 70% chance of thunderstorms tonight, and we're going to take a look at the Doppler right now. You can see that there's some thunderstorms up in West Virginia, just east of Charleston. Hi, I'm Dave Cochran in the Virginia's 13 Weather Center. A complete weather update comes your way in just about 10 minutes.
Now, from Lynchburg, Roanoke, Danville, and across the region, this is News 13.
Police are beefing up defenses against crime in Bedford County. And Lynchburg students take a trip around the world without leaving the classroom. Hello, I'm Shannon Powell. This is News 13 at 6. Sheriff Mike Brown has been saying from the start that he intends to push the illegal drug trade out of Bedford County. Well, as Noreen Turin tells us, he's taking yet another step toward that goal.
Sheriff Mike Brown is getting together a special force of 4 officers for a crime detection safety unit. It's another weapon in his anti-drug arsenal, taking routine traffic stops beyond the routine.
They will be on the road at special times during the day and in special locations, high-profile areas in the county.
I think Mike's stopping it. You're going around.
What they'll be doing is taking units equipped with not just radar detectors and radar detectors, but video cameras and other devices. As you can see in this simulation using a Bedford County employee, the officers pull over drivers who make mistakes but are trained to take it beyond that.
Ready, find it. They're trained to be just more alert to telltale signs of drug use and the sale of drugs. This is what they're trained for. We're not going to let a lot of the secrets out, but there are certain things that these officers look for that are telltale signs.
The training is coming from Wythe County, where they've been using the units for 2 years, 2 highly successful years.
We've made several hundred drug arrests, fugitive arrests, suspended drivers, habitual offenders, just a lot of people that probably would go undetected if we wasn't out there doing what we were doing.
Sheriff Brown says the skills the 4 special officers learn will be passed on to the rest of the department, so they'll all be more alert to who or what they may be pulling over. Reporting for Virginia's 13 in Bedford County, I'm Noreen Turin.
In just 14 hours of training last week, Bedford County netted 14 drug arrests. Sheriff Brown says that's more arrests than in 1995. Now he hopes to have the new units up and running by this summer. A research project underway at Lynchburg's Babcock and Wilcox Research Center will receive an award from the Virginia Center for Innovative Technology. The Challenge Award will help fund a project that BMW has been working on in partnership with Virginia Tech. It involves the development of what's called continuous fiber ceramic materials to serve as high-temperature gas filters for the utility industry.
These materials allow us to use advanced power systems and these materials help us reduce pollutants and increase the efficiency of these plants. So all around, there's a net savings to the utility.
The work is being closely monitored by the Department of Energy. One positive side of projects like this is they provide ways for B&W to get more involved in the commercial sector since they've mostly manufactured defense products in the past. B&W is one of 7 companies to get the Challenge Award, which could bring in between $20,000 and $75,000. A Virginia Women's Institute for Leadership student has received top honors at BMI's Air Force ROTC. Tremble Bailey was chosen the top-ranked first-year cadet. The pre-med student competed for the Air Force Superior Cadet Award with 127 men at BMI and 17 of her classmates at Mary Baldwin. While the regular academic programs at BMI and Mary Baldwin College's VWIL program are single-sex, the ROTC program are co-educational. Both candidates in the race to become Roanoke's next mayor have vowed to stay away from negative campaigning all the way up to the May 7th election. First-term Democratic Mayor David Bowers is running for re-election. He's promising to continue school improvements and boasts that Roanoke was recently chosen as 77th most livable city in America. His Republican challenger, auto dealer, contractor, and first-time candidate Pat Green bases this platform on small business development.
We need to go further for small business.
We need to bring those small businessmen in the Economic Development Office, and we need to give them the same attention that we're giving to the larger businesses.
I think the people of Roanoke are going to vote positive. They're going to vote for a positive spokesperson, someone who has led this city and will continue to lead this city in a positive, progressive way.
Along with the mayor's seat, there are 4 other Roanoke City Council posts up for grabs on the 7th. Charlotte County elections feature 4 races this year, and 2 of them are uncontested. Juanita Hamlet and John Richard Knott Jr. square off in the mayoral race in the town of Drake's Branch, and 6 people have filed for the 6 spots on town council. Wilfred Pillow runs unopposed for mayor in Keysville, but 1 candidate will lose out in the council race. 7 people are vying for 6 spots, including Leland Clayblock, Johnny Diggs, Barbara Duffer, Ralph Gibbs, Joanne Lang, George Pettis, and Clarence Shook. The mayor and council election in Phoenix are unopposed. Lieutenant Governor Don Byer is once again urging Governor Allen to drop his opposition to federal Goals 2000 funding. Byer sent a letter to Allen asking him to encourage the State Board of Education to allow local schools to seek the money. Byer's letter comes after President Clinton signed legislation allowing local districts to apply for the money, but only with Education Board approval. The students of Paul Monroe Elementary are taking their education beyond the Lynchburg city limits. Today's Global Awareness Fair was the finale of a year-long learning process. Each class picked 1 country to study throughout the year. They made crafts, listened to guest speakers, cooked native dishes, and learned new languages relating to that country. Naturally, geography was part of the equation.
Kenya's in Africa. I think it's in the East Coast.
There were 18 countries represented overall, and we'll have more on this international program tonight at 11. Well, coming up, Roanoke residents get ready for the Tour de Punt and all the biking business they can handle. And the competition was hairy in Nelson County today. Ed Yarmer takes a look at the sheepdog trials.
We have a severe thunderstorm watch in effect for several states, including parts of ours. So let's take a look at that first forecast. We have a 70% chance of thunderstorms tonight. The overnight lows in the 60s. Tomorrow, 60% chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon. 78 for the high, right around 70. Then for tomorrow night, 60% chance of thunderstorms. Overnight lows in the 50s. On the almanac page, we made it up to 86 degrees in Lynchburg, 87 in Danville, and 84 degrees in Roanoke. The pollen count from Danville, ear, nose, and throat stands at 1094. That is high. Smith Mountain Lake is at 793.7, and we'll have more on your weather coming up in just a sec.
ABC Tonight.
Just the facts, ma'am.
Tom Hanks. Dan Aykroyd.
Are you on any special medication?
The crime-stopping event of the season.
And on a school night, too.
Dragnet. Then, it's comedy's blockbuster event.
Prepare to laugh so hard you're going to need medical attention.
With Aykroyd, Belushi, and Goodman in a Blues Brothers reunion. Comic Relief American Comedy Festival, ABC Tonight. Then stay tuned for 11 at 11.
Will calling this number bring your family true happiness? You bet it will, because nothing's more fun than a Busch Gardens Williamsburg Water Country USA Thrills and Spills getaway. And what could make you happier than getting 3-day unlimited visits to both parks, plus 2 nights hotel accommodations, all for only $364 for a family of 4. So why wait? True happiness is just around the corner. Call 1-800-475-9999 to book your Thrills and Spills getaway today.
Have you ever seen a more beautiful place to arrange a loan? This is the Plaza office of First Federal Savings Bank. After we simplified the borrowing process and lowered all of our lending rates, we figured we should make the place you get the money you need as attractive and as comfortable as possible. So what do you think? Did we do okay? Come in and talk to one of our loan specialists at the Plaza or any of First Federal's other 9 beautiful, convenient locations. We'd like to help you with all of your banking needs. Come in and find out why First Federal has become the largest bank headquartered in Central Virginia.
You're watching News 13 with Shannon Powell, Dave Cochran, and John Organ.
If you saw the movie Babe, you were treated to Hollywood's version of a sheepdog trial. In real life, the trials are one of the fastest-growing animal sports in the country. This weekend, Nelson County is the site for one of the big events. And News 13's Ed Yarmer finds out what it takes to be the top dog in the competition.
Here, Phil. Right here. Here. Good girl. Good girl.
Walking the dog is what many do for relaxation. For Bernie Feldman, it's a passion.
Many years ago, I saw these dogs working, and I was always fascinated by it.
So fascinated that he now trains border collies, your classic sheepdogs, for trial competition. Today, he's running Silk, a 2.5-year-old female in the Seclusival, a major league trial.
This is tough competition. She's going into against some of the best dogs and the best handlers in the United States. And at this young age, if we were to have a win, I mean, that would be really wonderful. I don't have those expectations.
The trial challenges a sheepdog's ability to do what it does best, bring sheep through an open maze of gates, poles, and pens. The trial itself lasts a few minutes, the training much longer.
Since she was a puppy, she's been trained to work around sheep, to listen to my voice, to learn the commands, to learn how to do the things I want her to do. You have to give them confidence, talk to them quietly, make sure that you're communicating with them.
The key factor is control, not speed. How well do animal and master work together? And like all things, fortune, good or bad, plays a big role. At last, for Bernie and Silk, the moment of truth arrives.
If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And so what I do is just make up my plan. I kind of mentally go through everything, hopefully that what's going to happen is going to be good. That's what I'm picturing in my mind. I'm talking to her in my mind, and then we go out there and see how it works.
Unfortunately, it does not work well this time. An impossible sheep keeps Silk from finishing the trial. Nevertheless, Bernie Feldman is proud.
I'm just pleased. If I had a good group of sheep, I would have had a super run. So I am just thrilled about what she did.
And for Silk, many more trials lie ahead, many more chances to win. Reporting for Virginia's 13 in Nelson County, I'm Ed Yarmer.
Silk is among 70 dogs competing in the trials this weekend. The top 20% of the dogs at the trials will go on to the Grand National Competition in Lexington, Kentucky this September. And if all this talk about dogs has left you in a generous mood, lots of Nelson County animals need a home. Humane Society and SPCA both joined in the National Pet Adopt-a-thon today. It's an effort to find quality homes for thousands of homeless animals. You can still adopt a pet tomorrow from 12 noon until 6 p.m. The animal shelter is located across from Nelson County Middle School on Route 748 in Arrington. And today seemed like a perfect day to go out and watch sheepdog trials. What do you think?
Well, it was a great day, but unfortunately it looks like our weather's going to the dogs.
I should have known.
You knew that was coming?
Yes,
And
I did.
I'll bet you know that the current temperatures are coming right about now. We've got, what do we have in Lynchburg? 83 degrees, 84 in Roanoke, 80 in Danville, 83 degrees in Greensboro. Let's take a look at the radar pictures right now. If you remember from the beginning of the newscast, in Charleston, West Virginia, they had this little cell that was appearing on our Doppler radar. Well, there's the big cell that we're dealing with right now. And as you can tell, our state is still fairly clear right now. We've just got a couple of minor little echoes in the middle part of the state, so things are looking good, but we are expecting thunderstorms a little bit later on. Checking the weather now by way of satellite, you can see this big weather system that's starting to develop over the nation's midsection, and those big white puffy clouds are the ones that are containing the thunderstorms that we may be looking for a little bit later on in our neighborhood. So what we'll do right now is take a quick break and come back and tell you a little bit more about our weather and what the highs and lows are going to be. Right now, we're going to tell you about something special happening in Amherst County.
The beginner's version, the advanced version, the beginner's version, the advanced version. Why wouldn't you choose Arby's Chicken Cordon Bleu? It's a major advance in taste. It starts with Arby's famous seasoned and marinated chicken filet, our own special recipe. Then it's topped with slow-roasted ham and Swiss. Choose a higher level of taste. Try Arby's Chicken Cordon Bleu. You'll taste why it's better out here. And try Arby's new home-style fries. So good, they even beat McDonald's in a national taste test.
This is living in a quality property owned and managed by Langley Family Trust. Choose from over 25 locations with rental rates from $250 to $750 per month. These are clean, well-maintained properties with an easy access of shopping, work, recreation, and schools. For families or individuals, you'll find the place you'll call home. Move up to Langley Family Trust. We are everywhere you want to live. For more information, call Langley Family Trust at 845-2142.
My decision to buy a Snapper self-propelled walk mower was a snap. The Durasteel deck is made from special alloy steel designed to withstand impacts encountered during mowing. And the wheel axles are full-length solid steel. They're strong from end to end. These wheels won't wobble. The high-back design provides excellent lift for backing and acts like a vacuum cleaner for your grass cutting. And the 6-speed on-the-go shifting provides different speeds for different needs, all with fingertip speed control.
See your Snapper dealer today.
You know, it's kind of funny that people, even when they can be injured in an accident, a lot of times they're more concerned about their car. They want us to be out there looking at their car tomorrow. It's kind of the American dream. Part of the American dream is that freedom of mobility, to be able to go where you want to, when you want to. And people take that very seriously.
Thanks for staying with Virginia's 13. Here's the current weather picture right now. Cold front and warm front, stationary front is what they call it. It's basically cutting the eastern half of the United States in two. And there's the big weather system that we expect will slowly track into our direction a little bit later on tonight and into tomorrow as well. It's not going to move very much, so it looks like Sunday we'll see a few more clouds than we'd probably like. And also we'll see a couple of those thunderstorms as well. For tonight in Lynchburg, look for the overnight low to be right around 60 degrees. In Bedford, 58, 61 in Appomattox, 60 in Amherst. And look for a 70% chance of thunderstorms tonight. For tomorrow, look for a 60% chance of thunderstorms, 78 for the high in Lynchburg, 77 in Bedford, 78 in Appomattox, and 79 in Alta Vista. In Bedford, in Danville, look for the overnight low to be right around 62 degrees, same in South Boston, 60 in Martinsville, and a 70% chance of thunderstorms out there. We'll see a lot of clouds. Tomorrow, 60% chance of afternoon thunderstorms, 80 for the high in Danville, 79 in Martinsville, 80 in South Boston. In Roanoke, look for that overnight low to dip down to around 57 degrees, 56 in Blacksburg. And again, 70% chance of thunderstorms tonight. For tomorrow, 60% chance of thunderstorms, 75 for the high in Roanoke, 75 in Blacksburg, and 77 in Rocky Mountain. Take a look at the extended forecast. There's Sunday again, 60% chance of showers and thunderstorms possible. Look for the high to be around 78. Then on Monday, 58 degrees for the overnight low, 80 for the high, partly cloudy skies, partly sunny on Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, we are going to look for sunny skies, and it should be fairly nice. Thursday and Friday, we could see some clouds start to move into our area as another system heads our way.
Well, we're starting our town, Lynchburg, so we want great weather throughout the week. If you can.
I think it's going to work out fairly good for that, at least for the first part of the week. It's a little chancy toward the end of the week. We'll keep an eye on it.
Okay, thanks, Dave. Talk to you later. Well, coming up, we'll have a preview of the Tour de Pont action that's scheduled to roll through Roanoke tomorrow.
What is Centra Health? It's health care dedicated to every aspect of your medical life.
It's care with compassion at home.
It's cancer treatment at Virginia Baptist Hospital.
It's advanced technology.
It's critical care at Lynchburg General Hospital.
It's Guggenheimer Nursing Home.
It's a medical staff of over 200 doctors and more than 3,100 dedicated employees.
It's a total commitment to the good health of our community. That's Centra Health, now and for life.
Ask your veterinarian for new Advantage. Advantage. Don't give fleas a biting chance.
There's something deliciously new at Domino's. Our new Roma herb crust pizza. The tangy zest of sun-dried tomatoes, the sweetness of slow-roasted garlic, and the zing of fresh basil, baked into every inch of our classic hand-tossed crust. All around the edge, a generous dusting of our crunchy Parmesan topping. Try it now, only from Domino's. Call and get a large one-topping Roma herb crust pizza, just $9.99.
For hot and wild, call Domino's. Now.
This portion of News 13 is brought to you by River Ridge Auto Body.
Tour de Pont may be sidestepping Lynchburg, but Roanoke is preparing for bikers to take over its streets Sunday afternoon. And as News 13's Michael Flynn reports, businesses are gripping for a boom while city leaders eagerly await a worldwide plug.
When the thrill of victory speeds into Roanoke Sunday, the Star City will become a TV star.
That Tour de Pont is going to be broadcast by ESPN all over the world, and people will have an opportunity to maybe take a look at Roanoke.
And along with the free publicity, the bikers will bring with them millions of dollars to the area.
It increased our sales in the month of March by about 6%.
T-shirts and squeegees by Mark Scribner's company will be a common sight around the Roanoke stage. He and other businesses are taking advantage of what he calls a local event comparable to the Olympics.
It really helped us out and was very exciting for our company to know that we're being a part of this.
And if you're planning to drive near the path of these supersonic Schwinns, you may be excited to know the city will close streets for no longer than an hour because the bikers will be in a pack. Last year it took hours as each ran individual time trials.
I don't think it will be as inconvenient for the motoring public who is not interested in the tour, and for those who are interested, it may even be more exciting because they'll see the racers coming through in a pack heading for the finish line.
And whoever crosses that finish line, city leaders say it's clear the Star City also becomes a winner. Reporting for Virginia 13 in Roanoke, I'm Michael Flynn.
The Tour de Pont leaves North Carolina around noon Sunday and should arrive in downtown Roanoke by 4:30. John Organ joins us now, and there's more of a damper in the football field once again.
Exactly. A man who's had trouble with drugs in the past has had trouble with drugs again. When we return, we'll tell you about the latest arrest for Lawrence Taylor on drugs, and we'll also take a look at the baseball action at City Stadium as the Old Dominion Athletic Conference continues.
My husband had a stroke, and I need to find a support group.
I'm new to town, and I want to find a doctor who accepts my insurance.
I'm having a baby. Does Danville Regional Medical Center have classes on natural childbirth?
Danville Regional Medical Center's Health Referral Service can help you get the right information. We offer a centralized resource to our hospital and community for all types of information on health-related subjects. In the Danville area, your community health resource is the Health Referral Service.
There's a hard-working gasoline
You sure about this?
with the power to clean like it's never cleaned before.
Are you serious?
Yes, we are. Exxon gasoline keeps your engine cleaner for more reliable performance than ever before.
Okay, I'll try it.
Use any phone anytime you like with an MCI Tiger Talk prepaid phone card. 15, 30, or 60 minutes to make all the long-distance calls you want without coins. Only available from MCI and your locally owned and operated Roanoke and Lynchburg area Exxon.
Barker Jennings would like to thank Lynchburg and all our customers for the privilege of serving them for over 110 years. We're pleased to be an integral part of Lynchburg's business community. Carpenter Tire Incorporated would like to thank all of their customers for their support. Since 1981, we've offered Bandag retreads, and now we have the Eclipse system, which offers higher levels of performance, quality service, and appearance. Bandag has given replacement truck tires a whole new dimension.
Today was the second day of the ODAC baseball tournament. The first game of the day had Lynchburg College taking on Washington and Lee. The winner stayed alive. The loser went home. Trailing 1-0 in the third, Lynchburg found its offense. Bo Frimmer singles to right, scoring Lance Sneed to tie the game at 1. Still in the third, it's Justin Mason cranking out this 3-run homer to left, and the Hornets led it 4-1 after 3. LC got more in the fourth. Frimmer's bases loaded single scores Casey Russell to make it 6-1. Then it's Doug Cash with a blooper that will drop in and score 1. The Hornets cruise to a 13-5 win. In the winner's bracket, it was Bridgewater taking on Virginia Wesleyan. Right now in the fourth inning, Bridgewater leads that game 13-2. To the majors, the AL East leading New York Yankees took on the Chicago White Sox. Scoreless game in the fifth when Chicago's Ron Karkovice doubles off the base of the wall and left, which scores Chris Snowpack. Then in the sixth, it's Danny Tartable getting the single to center, which scores 2, and the White Sox led it 3-0. The Yankees got on the board in the bottom of the sixth when Bernie Williams comes up, and he will crank out this solo homer to right, but there would be no stopping the Sox today. Harold Baines will crank out a grand slam home run in the ninth. Chicago rolls to an 11-5 win. Over to the National League, the Florida Marlins took on the Colorado Rockies at Coors Field. The Rockies would get 7 runs in the first inning. Eric Young gets this home run to left. Colorado cruises to a 17-5 win. Taking a look at the rest of the afternoon games in the majors, it was Chicago losing to the Mets, San Francisco leads Cincinnati in the 7th. In the American League, Boston takes 2 from Toronto. Texas beats Detroit. Baltimore doubles up Milwaukee. Thoroughbred horse racing's quest for the Triple Crown began today with the Run for the Roses at the 122nd Kentucky Derby at Churchill Downs. Prince of Thieves was the pre-race favorite among the field of 19 3-year-olds. Dave Johnson has the stretch call.
As they straighten away in the stretch, it's Unbridled Song to lose. He's in front. He's in front by 2. Here comes Cavalier on the inside, and down the stretch they come. Unbridled Song, Cavalier on the inside. Out the middle of the track, Grindstone is closing stoutly. It's Cavalier on the inside and Grindstone on the outside. McCarron and Bailey, here's the finish. Up to 2 times to call. Was it Cavalier on the inside? Was it Bailey with Grindstone on the outside? Noses apart after a mile and a quarter in the Kentucky Derby.
So it's Grindstone winning by a nose. Cavalier is second, and Prince of Thieves was third. Lots of local area golfers took to the London Downs golf course this afternoon for the Keith Collins Memorial Tournament. 34 teams and 136 golfers took part in this year's tournament, which is a local qualifier for the American Cancer Society Golf Championships. The teams competed in 3 divisions, with all of the proceeds from the tournament going to the American Cancer Society. This was the 6th year of the tournament. For former New York Giants linebacker Lawrence Taylor was arrested last night for allegedly trying to buy $100 of crack cocaine. Taylor was one of 17 people arrested in a drug sting. He said personal problems were behind his arrest. Taylor paid $5,000 bond and was released. He retired from the NFL after the 1993 season. To the NBA, where it was Game 1 of the Western Conference semifinal series between the Seattle Supersonics and the Houston Rockets. Houston's Clyde Drexler takes the lob pass and scores. Later, it's Drexler with the steal, and he'll pass it to Kenny Smith, who dishes to Robert Horry, who gets the slam. Gary Payton will answer by hitting the 3 for Seattle. The game was tied at 44 at the half. Seattle broke the game open in the second half. Sean Kemp gets the layup and his foul. The Sonics take Game 1, 108-75. So Seattle takes a 1-game-to-none lead. Not bad for a team that hadn't made it past the first round of the playoffs for a couple of years.
Yeah, the Kentucky Derby was interesting. I finally got a chance to just sit there and watch it.
In 2 weeks from now, we'll have the Preakness in Baltimore.
So we'll be busy watching horse races.
Yeah, the Triple Crown is on.
Hey, we'll be right back.
Will calling this number bring your family true happiness? You bet it will, because nothing's more fun than a Busch Gardens Williamsburg Water Country USA Thrills and Spills getaway. And what could make you happier than getting 3-day unlimited visits to both parks, plus 2 nights hotel accommodations, all for only $364 for a family of 4. So why wait? True happiness is just around the corner. Call 1-800-475-9999 to book your Thrills and Spills getaway today.
Congratulations. You have decided to do the right thing about your IRA, your personal financial plan for your future, right here at the Waterlick office of First Federal Savings Bank, one of the most attractively decorated banks anywhere. Like every First Federal office, it's designed for your pleasure and comfort. Like it? Of course, our technical IRA expertise and our technical advantages like no fee, no risk, and guaranteed growth are the real reasons so many people have moved their IRA to First Federal.
When you say Dairy Queen, I'll tell you what comes to mind. The new Chicken Club sandwich. I'm dreaming about that tender chicken breast filet. Yum! Topped with melted cheese, crispy bacon, mayo, lettuce, and tomato. The new Chicken Club. It's so good! It's mind-blowing. Of course, I can't forget dessert. For hot eats, cool treats, think DQ.
It's a beautiful day today, and Dave, you're going to be the deliverer of bad news.
That's right. We've got a little bit of rain coming our way, it looks like. National Weather Service has a severe thunderstorm watch in effect for several states, including West Virginia and portions of Virginia. And you can see on the radar picture right now, a line of thunderstorms is starting to move in from Kentucky into portions of West Virginia right now. So we should expect to see some of that just a little bit later on tonight. Let's take a last look at the last word here. Tonight, 70% chance of thunderstorms. Our overnight lows in the 60s. For tomorrow, 60% chance of afternoon thunderstorms, the highs in the 70s. Then tomorrow night, a 60% chance of evening showers and thunderstorms, the overnight lows in the 60s. Again, for Sunday, looking for the high to be around 78 degrees and slowly clearing up for our town Lynchburg Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. The high should be in the upper 70s to right around 80 degrees. And again, a severe thunderstorm watch means that conditions are right for the development of severe weather in our area. We don't have any of it right now, but I'd say there's a pretty good chance that that's coming from the radar picture we just saw.
Okay, you'll have to keep us in touch at 11.
You bet. And Wired for Weather, if we do have anything changing here, you'll see it at the bottom of your screen.
Oh, good. Thank you, Dave. Well, that's our report for this evening. Thanks for making News 13 and ABC your choice for news. We'll see you tonight at 11.
Because Woolridge Heating and Air cares, there's News 13's News View, closed captioning for the hearing impaired.
Dumping at the pump, Senator